Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to talk about a question that many Malaysians quietly think about, but rarely dare to ask out loud. Am I already too old to work in Singapore? If you are in your 30s, 40s, or even 50s, you might be wondering whether the Singapore opportunity has already passed you by. You see younger people crossing over, earning Singapore dollars, building savings faster, and progressing in their careers, while you start questioning your own timing. This video is not about motivation talk. It is not about TikTok success stories or rare exceptions. Today, we are going to talk honestly about age, money, reality, and timing, based on how things actually work on the ground. Let us start by clearing one very important myth. Singapore does not officially reject people because of age. There is no law that says once you hit 40 or 50, you are not allowed to work there. Age is not a checkbox that automatically disqualifies you. What really matters is whether you can create value that a company needs. Age itself is not the problem. Relevance is. Now, let us break this down properly, starting with people in their 30s. If you are in your early 30s, this is actually the easiest phase to move to Singapore. Employers see you as experienced but still flexible. You are young enough to adapt, but old enough to be useful. At this age, companies expect you to work independently. They expect you to manage tasks, handle pressure, and deliver results without constant supervision. You are no longer treated as a fresh graduate, but you are also not expected to be a senior leader yet. Many Malaysians in their 30s move to Singapore not because they are desperate, but because they are strategic. They understand that earning in Singapore dollars gives them a currency advantage. Even if your salary increase looks modest on paper, maybe 30 or 40% higher, the exchange rate alone can significantly boost your savings if your lifestyle is controlled. This is also the age where career exposure matters. Working in Singapore can accelerate your learning curve, expose you to better systems, higher standards, and more regional or global work. These things compound over time. In your 30s, the real danger is not age. The real danger is waiting too long and becoming too comfortable in Malaysia while your skills stop growing. Now let us talk about your 40s, because this is where fear really starts to appear. People in their 40s worry about competing with younger candidates. They worry about higher salary expectations. They worry that companies prefer cheaper and younger hires. These concerns are not completely wrong, but they are incomplete. In your 40s, you are no longer hired for potential. You are hired for certainty. Companies will only pay a 40-year-old professional if that person can solve problems, reduce risk, lead teams, or deliver outcomes. If your skill set is very generic, such as basic administration or routine operational work, then yes, age becomes a disadvantage. But if you are in engineering, finance, project management, compliance, operations, IT infrastructure, cybersecurity, data systems, or niche technical roles, 40 is not old at all. In fact, many Singapore employers prefer experienced Malaysians in their 40s because they are seen as stable, practical, and less likely to job hop. They are also often better at handling pressure and office politics. The key difference is clarity. At this age, vague resumes do not work. You cannot say you are involved in projects or supporting operations. You must show results. You must show numbers. You must show impact. What problem did you solve? What cost did you reduce? What revenue did you protect or grow? If you cannot clearly articulate your value, then age will work against you. But if you can, 40 is not a barrier. Now let us address the most uncomfortable question. What if you are already in your 50s? Is it too late? The honest answer is this. It is harder, but it is not impossible. In your 50s, Singapore companies are extremely selective. They will not hire you to learn. They will hire you to fix something. People who succeed in working in Singapore at this age usually fall into three categories: highly specialized experts, senior managers with regional or industry-wide experience, or consultants and contract-based professionals. If you are in your 50s and trying to compete with younger candidates for mid-level roles, the chances are low. Companies will ask themselves why they should take a higher cost, higher risk hire when they can hire someone younger for the same role. But if you position yourself as someone who can stabilize a department, mentor a team, manage risk, or handle complex situations, age can actually become an advantage. Another realistic path at this age is contract work. 6-month or 12-month contracts are more acceptable for older professionals. Companies reduce long-term commitment, while you still earn Singapore dollars and build savings. So when is it truly too late? It is not about age. It is about mindset. If you still think like an employee who needs training, direction, and comfort, then even 30 may already be too late. But if you think like a problem solver who can add value from day one, then even 50 is not the end. There is also a financial reality that many people ignore. Working in Singapore only makes sense if you have a clear plan. You should know why you are going, how long you are staying, and what you want to achieve. For example, working there for 5 to 10 years to accumulate 1 to 2 million ringgit, to pay off property loans, to clear debts, or to build a retirement buffer. This kind of clarity changes how you make decisions. If you go to Singapore without a plan, age will catch up to you faster. But if you go with a timeline, a target, and discipline, even a late start can still change your financial trajectory. Let me give you a simple rule of thumb. In your 30s, go for growth. In your 40s, go for leverage. In your 50s, go for extraction. Growth means learning, exposure, and acceleration. Leverage means using your experience to earn more with less effort. Extraction means converting decades of experience into high-value income before retirement. So, when is it too late to work in Singapore? It is too late when you stop upgrading. It is too late when you refuse to adapt. It is too late when you let fear decide for you. If you are still healthy, still relevant, and still hungry, age is just a number. The real clock is not on your passport. It is on your skills. If this video helped you see things more clearly, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who keeps saying, "I'm already too old." Because maybe they are not. They are just early for their next chapter.